Hello there everyone, Coolnickyd here, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about The Sims 4 farm life ideas. So rolling across your screen for the rest of the video will be images and pictures of different farms that have been created by people in The Sims 4, as well as different farm equipment that we had in The Sims 3, and then at the end we'll analyze some fan-made farm life game pack cover packaging. You get it. So first things first, we are going to go straight into a forum, and this forum is by a deleted user. You can't see it anymore, but if you look up on The Sims, it's called The Sims 4 Farm Life. So there are a bunch of ideas that come with these, with these examples that they gave us. So I've seen a lot of interest in farm-based expansion packs, so I figured that we would, read it. So farm life could be like pets, but expanded with a twist. So obviously, at the time this was written, we didn't have pets, but now we have cats and dogs. So let's keep going. So they have new careers, and the careers would be a veterinarian, which we already have, so we don't really have to worry about that. A farmer, obviously, and a breeder. Now, a breeder could be really interesting because you could actually probably breed your animals, especially if they were horses, to do things, to get faster horses and to actually sell them rather than to just own them for yourself. Some new skills could include the agriculture skill, learning how to grow and raise food to sell, rather than just, having a simple farming skill in your backyard, or the gardening skill, because I have actually had a Sim Hunter in my Cats and Dogs series who progressed really far into the farming skill, the gardening skill, and it's actually a really fun skill to take on. So I feel like an agriculture skill, learning how to sell food and to be that kind of farmer, like a food farmer, that would be really cool. As well as riding, like horseback riding. I think that would be really cool as well. We had it in The Sims 3 with The Sims 3 Pets and Appaloosa Plains, and you could go and race your horses. I would love to have that again, especially like a very farm-themed world in The Sims 4. But I know it would be kind of hard to do it because I feel like we've already gotten so many things like along the lines of farm-based worlds. Some new aspirations could be successful farmer, where you have to grow and sell crops and farming becomes more profitable and efficient and you can, unlock things. Prized winning breeder, breed and raise prize winning animals, etc. Dog breeds to stallions to prized pigs, and unlock rare types of animals. And then of course an animal lover, but we already have that kind, so maybe just, if it was farm animals included in this pack, maybe a farm animal lover rather than just the the friend to animals, or whatever the aspiration is we already have for animals in the game. Some new clothes that we could have are straw hats, overalls, work boots, jumpers, riding outfits, dirty work clothes, and work gloves. I would love to see all these kinds of things, and as I've said, we've kind of gotten a little bit of each of these things as we've progressed in the game in The Sims 4, and we've gotten more packs, so we do have some of this stuff already. Some new hairstyles could be like messier hairstyles, kind of like what came with Laundry Day, messy buns, ponytails, things like that. New objects, pig pens. Pig pens would be so cute to have. Stables, a trough, chicken coops, farm fencing, horse jumps, food dishes, toys, etc. So basically expanding upon the pets, but making it farm life, like literal farm animals. Like, I feel like you'd really need to have a world with 64 by 64 lots just so you could have all the space in the world to be able to have all of your animals roam around. The animals could include caged birds like chickens, rabbits, pigs, sheep, cows, horses, and more, and llamas. I think llamas would be really cool to have in The Sims 4. Alright, some events. So, wolves or foxes or coyotes could come and take your farm animals as an inconvenience, much kind of like a fire, or like the Repo Man steals yourself. Like a coyote could come steal a chicken. That's a little harsh, but it could happen. And then farm animals should be able to breed on their own unless you keep them separated, which I know that's a little bit advanced, but that would be something cool to have. And cows. Cows should be able to interact with the cow plant. So here is our trusty little cow that we got in The Sims 3. And I personally think that this would be a really cool thing to have in The Sims 4, Just these little areas, even, it's not so customizable, just like big objects that you can place down. personally, I think that this would do just fine for us. Some other things could be equestrian events, obviously, like, you know, horse racing. If we were to get horses, I think horses were a lot of fun in The Sims 4. I didn't play with them, like, all the time, like, all too much, but they were fun when I did play with them, and I used to watch Life Simmer play The Sims 3. I was literally, like, her biggest fan. Like, I love Life Simmer. I used to get so attached to her Let's Plays and things like that. And I remember that she had, like, the equestrian career with whoever her sim was at the time, and I would love watching that series. Another thing could be petting zoos, so maybe, or even if just the kids could, you know, have a simple interaction of being able to go pet the different animals and really, like, be intricate one-on-one with the animals themselves. And, like, an example of that would be, like, the cows, like, milking the cows, doing certain things, or, like, the chicken coop, going in and getting, you know, fresh eggs and things like that. I also loved this part of The Sims 3 with the chicken coop. Another thing could be farmers markets. I think farmers markets would be really cool. This would kind of go along with, you know, the agriculture skill and raising fruit to sell. And something else that I really think that they should have are tractors. Tractors would be so cool to have in The Sims 4. It would be like a new method of transportation, even though we don't have transportation in the game, you know, just to transport ourselves along our own farm. And like, you know, being able to water the farm, like if it was a really big one, I think it would be just so cool to have them. Last but not least, we are going to go over these fan-made game pack covers. These were created by the contestants in Sims Miss World on Twitter. Sims Miss World is kind of like a beauty pageant looking like, you know, but it's also an editing competition for The Sims 4 where a bunch of different girls, Sims representing different countries, compete. I actually competed, I think, in Season 2, and it was a lot of fun. I represented Fiji, and I made it pretty far, and it was super fun, so go support these girls or guys, whoever is editing them behind the scene, but really, the girls are the main girls of the competition, so go support them on Twitter. I love looking at what all the stuff they create. So one of their challenges they were tasked with creating a game pack cover with their country models, like, you know, the pageant girls on top of the cover. So we're going to go ahead and analyze them all right now. So obviously this first one kind of goes more with a garden theme, although I really do like the fact that they have the chickens with them. I really like that, but I also like how, you know, she's being able to pick flowers, because that could also be an idea that could be added in farm life, because, you know, flowers are a really big thing, and they do have like flower stations and things like that. They have mods for that, and I also love her clothes and her appearance here, so I really applaud this girl. The next one, I love this one too. This is like very open plain. I love the pitchfork. I love the icon for this one. This one really screams like, you know, farm, like agriculture. And I like how her outfit, like, I like how that represents kind of the modern day, but still having that farm aspect. And I like how she has a horse and she has a sheep and chickens. Like, there's a lot of animals there. And now this one, I like this one a lot because it has the tractor. I'm not so much of a fan, like, it, you know, I think that all of these are great, especially for being fan-made. But if we were to have farm life, I don't think I'd want an animal as a little icon, because, like, you know, there's going to be hopefully a bunch of animals. So the fact that it's a cow, I wouldn't like that in the game. In here, I like it, especially because a cow is a really main animal to have on a farm. So I feel like if we were to get farm life, we would need to have a cow. So I like the overall aesthetic of this, and I love the tractor in the background. And then this one too. This one's my favorite because it's on the cover. I like how this one, you know, the cow icon is a little bit better in this one, but once again, as I said, I think I'd prefer maybe, like, you know, something that looks more like a farm. But I like the fact that she is riding the tractor in this one, and the guy is holding the really long pitchfork, and there's that chicken. That chicken looks like it's from Moana. I think it is. I don't know if it is either that or it's from, like, a different Disney movie, but I think it is Moana. I don't know. And I like the fact that there's hay. Like, hay rides would also be a really cool thing to have in The Sims 4 if we were to get farm life. So that's all. I've been rambling a lot in this video, so let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about farm life, and if you think it should be a thing, and if, like, so I like to have you guys answer things in the comments. So 1, do you think farm life should be a thing? And 2, if you do, would you want it to come, like, now, or would you rather have something else? So do you want it? If not, why not, and what would you rather have? That's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I apologize for the stuffiness of my voice that probably was conveyed throughout the microphone and into your ears for this episode. I have really bad allergies. I went outside today and I was just sneezing up a storm, like literal sir sneeze a lot. It was so bad, but that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe. I'll see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.